welcome back to Vivid Kids. I'm Ritzy, and for today's story, we're going to be diving into a book. The story is called The Empty Pot, and it's written by Demi. It's a really great story based on Chinese folktale, and I love this book just because there's a great lesson to be learned here. So here's The Empty Pot. The Empty Pot. A long time ago in China, there was a boy named Ping who loved flowers. Anything he planted burst into bloom. Up came flowers, bushes, and even big fruit trees as if by magic. Everyone in the kingdom loved flowers too. They planted them everywhere, and the air smelled like perfume. The emperor loved birds and animals, but flowers most of all, and he tended his own garden every day. But the emperor was very old. He needed to choose a successor to the throne. Who would his successor be? And how would the emperor choose? Because the emperor loved flowers so much, he decided to let the flowers choose. The next day, a proclamation was issued. All the children in the land were to come to the palace. There they would be given special flower seeds by the emperor. Whoever can show me their best in a year's time, he said, will succeed me to the throne. This news created great excitement throughout the land. Children from all over the country swarmed to the palace to get their flower seeds. All the parents wanted their children to be chosen emperor, and all the children hoped they would be chosen too. When Ping received his seed from the emperor, he was the happiest child of all. He was sure he could grow the most beautiful flower. Ping filled a flower pot with rich soil. He planted the seed in it very carefully. He watered it every day. He couldn't wait to see it sprout, grow, and blossom into a beautiful flower. Day after day passed, but nothing grew in his pot. Ping was very worried. He put new soil into a bigger pot. Then he transferred the seed into the rich black soil. Another 2 months he waited. Still, nothing happened. By and by, the whole year passed. Spring came, and all the children put on their best clothes to greet the emperor. They rushed to the palace with their beautiful flowers, eagerly hoping to be chosen. Ping was ashamed of his empty pot. He thought the other children would laugh at him because for once he couldn't get a flower to grow. His clever friend ran by holding a great big plant. "Ping," he said, "you're not really going to the emperor with an empty pot, are you? Couldn't you grow a great big flower like mine?" "I've grown lots of flowers better than yours," Ping said. "It's just this seed won't grow." Ping's father overheard this and said, "You did your best, and your best is good enough to present to the emperor." Holding the empty pot in his hand, Ping went straight away to the palace. The emperor was looking at all the flowers slowly, one by one. How beautiful all the flowers were, but the emperor was frowning and did not say a word. Finally, he came to Ping. Ping hung his head in shame, expecting to be punished. The emperor asked him, "Why did you bring an empty pot?" Ping started to cry and replied, "I planted the seed you gave me, and I watered it every day, but it didn't sprout. I put it in a better pot with better soil, but it still didn't sprout. I tended it all year long, but nothing grew. So today, I had to bring an empty pot without a flower. It was the best I could do." When the emperor heard these words, a smile slowly spread across his face, and he put his arm around Ping. Then he exclaimed to one and all, "I have found him. I have found the one person worthy of being emperor. Where you got your seeds from, I do not know, for the seeds I gave you had all been cooked, so it was impossible for any of them to grow. I admire Ping's great courage to appear before me with the empty truth, and now I reward him with the entire kingdom and make him emperor of all the land."
This is Maggie about to do a Q&A for the Empty Pot story with Mary and Paola. Q&A is with with Mary and Paola. Okay, so what was the whole point of the flower competition? What do you think, Mary?
I think the whole point of the flower competition was to find an emperor that was honest.
How about you, Lola?
The same thing. She took my words out of my mouth.
Or the gum out of your mouth. Okay. What happened to Ping's seed?
It didn't grow.
It didn't grow.
Oh, because it was cooked, and you can't grow a seed if it's cooked.
How did this make Ping feel?
Sad.
Maybe like unconfident because he had nothing in his pot when he went.
And probably mad.
Mad and confident
Unconfident.
And sad.
and sad. Did the other children have empty pots as well? What they have?
They had flowers inside their pots.
Why was the emperor happy with Ping?
Because she was honest to the emperor because he cooked the things and like they couldn't grow anything. And so she was honest and she was telling the truth. She wasn't lying like the other kids. They were lying and they got flowers from like their garden. Or
Wait, wasn't Ping a guy?
Oh. Mama, you can go.
Can you say that question again?
The question again?
Yeah.
What was the emperor happy with Ping at the end of the story?
The emperor was happy with Ping because he was being honest. He was being honest that the seed wouldn't grow.
If this was you, what would you do?
Ping? If I was Ping? I would probably freak out.
Do you think you could be honest? Or you would be honest?
Yeah, I would. I would probably not even go with the pot. I would just go up to the emperor and tell him.
Like just give up?
Yeah.
How about you, Lola? What would you do if this happened to you?
I think I would be sad, and then I would probably keep on growing it, and then I would ask him, and I would be honest, but this is what I would do. I would ask the emperor to give me more time to grow it, and if it didn't grow, then I would do that, and I would tell him the truth, honestly.
Wow. So you would make an effort? Does God want us to be like Ping in our lives? What do you guys think?
I think he would,
Yeah.
because he wants us to be honest to people.
I think he would because, yeah, it's honesty, which is important. And I think he didn't give up at the end. And he did try his best. So I think that's what God wants us to do.
Oh, to do your best?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. How can we follow Jesus and be like Ping? How can we do that in our day-to-day lives?
We would be honest, and we would, if we did something bad, or like we broke something, I would tell my parents because I do not want to get in trouble. And then this would actually be pretty bad if I got in trouble, because then you will get disciplined, but that's going to be bad. And then people are not going to be wanting to trust you.
Yeah. Trust is really important, isn't it? Yeah. Is there anything you guys want to say? Anything else? You guys want to
You
add?
guys should probably be honest more often if you tell lies, because then that will get you in more bigger problems.
Yeah. Do you think it keeps people from getting blessings or rewards
Mm-hmm.
by being honest?
Mm-hmm. God would probably see that you're being honest, and He would reward you with like going out somewhere, like a fancy place, or like watching a movie with your parents, or like getting a surprise like a dog, like we did.
Thank you, girls.